Because I know if I get my notification, that means they're going out.
Hmm.
And let me find it. And there it is. It says one waiting. Are you in there already?
Yeah, so I can watch the
Notification,
chat.
that means they're going out. Okay.
Oh, there I am.
There you are. We're in there.
We're live.
We're here
Cool.
live. So when we do it in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, I always try to tell the guests that we have a great replay crew, and I get good views off of it. Hi Jeanette, welcome in. But
Hey, Jeanette, welcome in.
not to worry, it's not you, it's a time zone. If people don't tell me, it's just a time period. Welcome
Well, at least
in.
we're the same time zone.
Exactly. That helped a lot. Hi Craig,
Hey, Birkin
welcome.
boy. Oh, the chat's right
Welcome
underneath me.
in. All right. See, they're starting to come in. They're setting their notifications and they're getting them from YouTube. Thank y'all very much. Hi, hi Jeanette. How you doing? So don't
Did you film
forget.
Craig? Did you get your video filmed the other night? He was supposed to film his first video.
Yeah, he said he had to change his topic. Hi, Monica K. Welcome in. Welcome. How you doing today?
I will say, don't worry about changing your topic or worry about a topic because literally it's all been done. So
That's
just
true.
do it. The only difference is it's your voice, and that's
Right.
what matters. So don't ever
Exactly,
think
Craig.
I can't do XYZ because someone
Yeah.
already did XYZ. No.
Because
So
yeah, because Craig, you'll put your own spin on it, and
exactly.
you have such a unique viewpoint that we want to hear. So
Exactly.
yeah, so just give us what you want to give us, and we'll listen. Hi,
Exactly.
Tina Cook, welcome in. Jeanette says, "I just got a 2-year-old tabby named Milo. Congratulations,
Congrats.
congratulations." So is that the second cat, Jeanette? Because I know that you said you had got one before. Birkin Boy says, "Yeah, I filmed it 5 times, still not happy with it." You're not gonna be happy with it.
Your first one's always really rough.
Yeah. So you just have to go with it.
Yeah.
Just go with it. Yeah. Because then you'll learn from it and you'll feel better. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're not used to seeing yourself on
Hmm.
on record. On record? No, what's the word?
On film.
On film. Okay, so we have 6 in here watching. We have some people in our chat, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Bean Beauties, hello, welcome, welcome, Bean Beauties. Thank you so much for being here. Today we have a very special guest. We have Zane Anderson, the other half of Caleb Smith Snell. We'll say the better half today, okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Don't tell, don't tell. He'll probably sneak in right somewhere saying, "Hey." But I want you to meet Zane, and I wanted to get to know him a little bit better. And he has some projects coming up that I also wanted to give him the opportunity to talk about that. So if you introduce yourself a little bit, Zane, and if you want to talk about your projects a little bit now, or we can talk about that a little bit later when I get to it, however you want to do it.
Okay. Hey, Rael, welcome in. Yes, my name is Zane. I am Caleb Snell's husband slash director, producer, editor. I do everything behind his channel pretty much. And as for my other projects, I'm working on my Twitch channel, which, for those who don't know, that's a platform where a lot of people stream gaming. And because video games is a big passion of mine, so I think that's where when I get down the road and I launch my YouTube channel, it'll be more video game focused. Because as all you guys love your bags and stuff, that doesn't really thrill me. I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but it's not like a passion of mine. But I can understand the passion because I have a similar passion.
Oh, that's great. That's actually going to lead to one of the questions. But I wanted to say hello, hello, Latina, hello, Rael, welcome in.
Welcome in, guys.
Actually, I'm looking forward to your gaming because then I can introduce my grandson to y'all's gaming stuff because
Okay,
he likes gamings and he'll watch other people play the games and then he learns how to do the stuff.
learn how
So
to play it exactly.
exactly,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. So he'll like that. Hi, Apple Blonde, welcome in.
Miss Jelly, hey, Applebon.
Hey, Miss Jelly, welcome, Miss Jelly. How are you doing? All right, they're all starting to sneak in here. I like that. I like that. So that was let's start with that. Let's start with you were saying that you do everything, basically everything behind the scenes. I
Yeah.
want you. Can I have you? Trying to get you. But how did that work out when Caleb launched his channel? Were you there from
Yes.
the get-go?
Oh, yeah. It
Okay.
was a decision well, we had talked about it for years, him launching a channel, and, you mull over it, you're not confident, you're not sure
Right.
you can do it, and then one year, I was like, "Well, we need to get a" so this was after our 2nd apartment fire? Yes. And I was like, "Well, we need, a new computer because my other one had burned." So I was like, "Okay, so if we're gonna get a new computer, do you wanna start, you know, filming and stuff? Because then I can edit, because I could customize the laptop," which I did, with to have editing software on it. And he was like, "Let's do it." And I was like, "Okay, let's do this." And we went in blind. We weren't like you so smartly did and like several other people have done, become familiar with the community, talk with people, and then kind of went and started your own channels. Like, no, we just
Right in
dart
there.
in the shadow. Like it was complete on our own. And then he started meeting people, and it's just been a snowball effect. So, like, for example, like it took him like 2 or 3 months to get to 50 subscribers. So when people are like, "Oh, I'm not there yet," I'm like, "You guys are going faster than he was going, so don't fret."
I know. That's what y'all would constantly say when you would tell me, "Oh, hey, it took us 3 years to get there," or whatever,
It takes
and
time.
yeah, and the thing was is, yeah, I had in my head, like you said, you mull it over. I can do that. I can do that. I was just trying to find the right niche and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. But it was kind of one of those things where had Yoda never really said, "Hey, you need to start a channel," and then when I did, and I think I mentioned it when we had a live too, or in the Discord or something, and y'all were encouraging, I probably never would have done it. I probably would have still watched it, but it
Yeah.
helped having that community built in there already. I didn't realize how helpful the community in the sense of helping me
Mm.
grow, the Discord community and
Yeah.
helping me grow, how helpful it would be. I was looking for more of the that y'all were so positive. Y'all gave us, you gave me, because at the time I was really the only one that's saying, help me.
Yeah.
And you were willing to share information with us and everything.
Yep.
And so that was like, hey, that was great. And that's why I am doing this now, because it's my form, my way to be able to give back, because y'all gave me so much to begin with. And I
And look
greatly
how far
appreciate
you've
it.
come. Like, look at you. You're becoming tech savvy. It's impressive.
Semi tech savvy.
Yeah.
Semi tech savvy. But, so does he n is he doesn't have the niche for all the tech stuff that you do, like, or is it just something he's not interested in, or that's just what you wanted to contribute to the channel?
I would say, I mean, he is a little tech savvy, but yeah, not like I am. Uh, he's not into like the programs and all that stuff. He's good at like design though. So like in Canva, he's really good at putting stuff together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Whereas, I mean, I can do well, and he's taught me a lot. I don't have that designer eye though, I would say.
Gotcha, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so y'all divvy up the work. So
Yes.
now so he does the thumbnails and you do the
He used
editing.
to. I
Oh,
do
he
him
used
now
to.
primarily, but I
Okay.
always
Run it past
like
him?
run a draft by him, go, "What do you think?" And then he'll critique it and say, "Change this, change that." And I'm like, "Okay." I don't argue. I'm like, "Okay."
Because that was gonna be one of my questions was, is there a period to where either a time period or anything, not a time period, but is there situations where you will put something in editing or you'll do a thumbnail that he doesn't like and that you thought, "No, this really needs to do it."
If I'm passionate, like, "No, that needs to stay," or like I like, uh, like for example, like you said, like in the editing process, there have been times where I'm like, "No, that literally that needs to stay for whatever reason."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
So I
then
mean, and he'll
he'll
mull
defer
over it,
or
and if he really is passionate against it, then I'll take it out. But I don't think he ever has been that passionate where it needs to go.
does he have veto power? Is
Oh,
he
yeah,
the
it's his
might
channel. It's
it's
100% his
his channel.
channel.
Gotcha,
It's
okay.
not my channel.
Don't worry, you'll have your own channel soon.
Exactly,
Let me
exactly.
go in and see if we have any comments. Rael, she's talking to Craig. Craig, you will. I can barely figure anything out and manage some days. Yeah, it's it. You just, you know, which is kind of good for me because I'm a learn as you go kind of person. I can read something, watch something, but it doesn't click until I hands-on do it,
Yeah.
so, Latina says, "Boy, Dee Dee, my dearest, is doing a double today." Yes, I'm doing a double today.
She's busy
Birkin Boy
today.
yeah, Birkin Boy, look, he's already ahead of the game. He has 113 subs, and he hasn't even put anything out
Hasn't
yet.
even officially launched yet. Exactly. Look at
Exactly.
that.
So, yeah, don't worry. You're gonna be doing fine. Caleb, hey, he's uh-oh, we gotta watch what we say now. Caleb's here. Hi, Caleb. Welcome in.
Oh, he's probably just popping in, popping out.
He has to work.
He
Oh,
someone
too
has to pay the
bad.
bills.
Someone has to pay the bills. Hi, Marilla. Welcome, Marilla. Miss Jelly. More passion, more passion.
She's quoting a TikTok
A
sound.
TikTok song.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Because I was going more passion. Okay, I'll try. Try.
No, Miss.
But
I mean, Dee Dee, we all know your energy's at 120. You're fine. You're good. You
I
got the
try to pull
passion.
back, and I try to pull back because I try not to come on too strong, but it's hard. It's
It's
hard.
not who you are. Exactly.
Exactly. So I do have my little notes here. So I'm gonna go through my little notes here, and so for my questions for you, because I there was one that I did want to ask you. Um, So I wanted to, oh yeah, let's kind of start here because I wanted you to refresh my memory, if it's okay, to how did you end up becoming full time on Caleb's channel doing that? Because I remember you talking to us about it in the live,
One of the lives.
and
Yeah.
then but it's been a while. It's been a year.
Yeah. Probably. So when we launched his channel, I was working full time as an MT, so a medical tech, someone that does your blood analysis. And then he got a promotion to Chicagoland. So we took that opportunity. I still worked. I would be back in Indiana. He would be sending me the files.
Oh wow.
Oh, it
Okay.
was slow. It was a pain in the butt. The data transfer was slow. So then I would do the editing and then do the upload there and whatnot. But when I moved to Chicagoland full time, we decided like, hey, like my his job allowed the opportunity to allow me to focus full time on his channel and other endeavors, and so that's what we've done. And it's been a blessing. And I mean, I don't get to shop. I don't shop because I don't. If I don't have my money,
Ah,
I don't shop. So
okay.
it's been like over a year. Like I don't really buy anything. I bought the occasional hoodie. I bought this a couple weekends ago for 17 bucks. I was happy, but I'm very frugal with the little money I do get right now. I make sure it pays
Yeah.
what bills I can pay.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be a burden.
I completely understand that. I completely
Mhm.
understand that. Because when I had to retire, even though I was only working part-time, although my part-time was like full-time, always ended up being, I was
Yeah,
a part-time employee, but they always gave me full-time hours. But it's hard. It's hard.
yeah, I get that.
The guilt.
But I mean, this is where we're at. Hopefully, in a year or so, maybe if things progress as fast as we want it to, which they probably won't, but he'll be doing content creation full time and we'll just be doing that. That's kind of the end goal, is because he wants to be a lifestyle brand, kind of like Martha Stewart is an idol of his.
Right. Right.
So like that's where he wants to go. He has big dreams, and I always tell people you need to dream big or you're not going to even get close
Exactly.
to that.
Exactly. Shoot for the stars and you end up on the moon. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. If y'all have any questions for Zane, please leave them down in the
The
chats.
chats.
Make sure that you put the hands up so it'll catch my eye or catch Zane's eye so that we can get it. If you are in the chats, don't forget to go to the chat filter and click all messages so that it comes in the order that they are sent, and you're not saying what's going on with the conversation. I'm missing something. Um, so, whenever you were back at home and he was here, so y'all weren't married though at that time. Y'all were dating, or were y'all married at
Oh,
the time?
we were just engaged. We got
Engaged.
engaged in 2016. Yes,
Okay.
2016. Um, so yeah, we were just engaged, and then we got married. It'll be 2 years this August.
2 years. Congrats, congrats. I was
Thank
gonna say
you.
I don't know. I wasn't watching y'all, but I think I went back and saw the footage. That's why it's hard sometimes for me to think, no, I was there. No, I wasn't there.
No, no, it wasn't bad.
Because I
Yeah.
yeah, because I stalked y'all. I went back and watched everything. I went and watched everything. Um, so whenever content ideas come up for Caleb, what uh how does that normally happen? Do y'all do the research? Do you do the research and say, hey, this would be a good topic, or how does that kind of come about?
So he'll be stalking websites like Purse Bop or Purse Blog, I think it is. I'll occasionally pop in on there, those websites. My ideas primarily come from like TikTok because
Okay.
I'm on there. So something will come across my feed and I'll be like, oh, so like I think everyone knows Bethany Frankel had that
Yes,
whole
yes.
issue at the Chicago Chanel, which Dee Dee, in a few months, you're going to be going to.
I'm
I
gonna be holding on to some to Molly's coattails when we go in there.
They treated us so good. They were so kind, and we've only actually at that Chanel store have had good experiences.
Okay, good.
Doesn't mean that I'm negating what happened to Bethany,
Right. Yeah.
exactly. And so we filmed a reaction video for that because he can relate to it. He's been to that Chanel store. He's also had his own take on bad customer service from these brands. But so it's just kind of randomly we'll text each other and we'll make sure it has in the text like video ideas so you can search through the text thread like, oh, what were we thinking? What were we doing? Just random things. If it's something that needs research, that's on him. I don't do the research.
You don't do the
If I find something like an article or something, I'll send it his way. But like, no, he needs to read
He's
it and put it
he's
out.
good at the research. I mean, and he's fast at it. I mean, I guess he's a pro at it now, but I that is something I find hard to do. I get lost in all of that. So this is why I'm like, I know nothing. I'll wait till later. People will tell me, and I'm like, okay. And people
Yeah, I
send me
knew
things.
that.
Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. You know how it is. I have to
Yes.
put on two hats. I don't have time. I'm editing. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I don't have a Zane. I need a Zane. I need a Zane. But so what do you find most frustrating working with your husband?
The most frustrating thing is the sounds he makes. So,
Okay. When
as
he
an editor, you're gonna hear sounds, and I know I will hate myself too because I hate my own voice. So I know when I'm editing my own videos and whatnot, I'm gonna hate it. So this is nothing on him, but it was like, oh, I'd be like, you smack your lips a lot. Like, can we stop that? Like, it drives me nuts. And he actually did reduce. He'll like roll his eyes, but it's just a natural thing. I'm like, gosh, you take a deep breath there, and then I'll watch other people's videos and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, everyone does this."
we have to
It's
breathe when we
I
talk.
know.
Hello.
But it's like the it's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I can't handle this."
Because
It just
it's a
sounds
big
weird when you
thought.
have headphones on and
Yeah,
you're
well, and yes, and it's the quality of the headphones too make a big difference because my husband just gave me a pair of headphones that you put over your ears that are
Mhm.
sound reducing and all this kind of
Yeah.
fancy stuff. I can hear everything. I don't like it because I was listening
Everything.
to the little earbuds with the little earbuds,
Yeah.
and now it's like that. Now I'm gonna be all conscious. And I do like I find myself going, if I do that, I'm like,
Yep.
"What? When did you do that?" And before and I'm like, "Did I do that before, or do am I just
Yep.
doing that?" Because that's hard. That as an editor, that's hard to edit
It's
out.
just
Or does that
I
bug
what is
you?
it, 23andMe I did years ago, and it said I had a gene for sounds can aggravate me.
Okay.
And my brother has the same gene, and I was like, "Okay, it makes sense why I can get really mad when someone's making a sound, a particular sound,
You're
and I'll
right.
just get really upset about it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, knock it off." It's not rational. I'm not saying it's rational, but,
But that's okay. That's okay. So what part do you enjoy the most about working with him? Now that
what
we
do I
bashed
enjoy
him a little bit.
most? The creativity.
The
I like
creativity?
being creative. I'm not artistic in regards like, I can't really draw, I can't really paint, I can't sew or anything like that. But I can edit a program, I can edit a video file, I can edit photos and whatnot, and I find that to be enjoyable.
and that's a whole different genre of talent and creativity, because not everybody can
Yes.
do it, and not everybody can do it well, and not everybody has that eye to do it. Because I know one of the things that you had talked to us about was the color, like trying to do. I stay away from a lot of color enhancing or things like that
Mm.
because I just, unless it's just really bad, unless the lighting or whatever is really bad, because I will oversaturate it or
Yeah, I
undersaturate
do
it,
color
or
correction,
yeah,
so that's just to like normal TV and film do color correction. And it's just something I learned on the way on as I was editing. I was
as
like,
you're
"Oh, I
doing
can
it.
do this? Okay." I will say a big tip for anyone getting into this, lighting, lighting, lighting. You can always reduce light. You cannot add light.
Add light, yeah.
So you need as much light as you can because especially if you're trying to fill in your subject or whatever it is, if it's too dark, that's what it is. There's nothing else you can really do in post editing.
Right, okay. Thank you, Birkin boy. No, I have no mods today. I guess I can make you a mod. I don't think I need one. Holler at me if there's anything, but I can make you one. Maybe. I
I
don't
saw a
know.
question from Marella. Is it Marilla? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Do I have pets, or do we have pets? No,
No.
no pets. We both grew up with pets, though, both cats and dogs. But I don't miss the hair, so
Yeah, believe me, it's horrible.
it's
But
it's a lot. I know.
so who's more of a perfectionist, like you or him?
Oh, him.
Him,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so that definitely wouldn't work with any of that. Let's see. Rael says, I can't get over the fact I say the word correctly when I get through my editing. I can't get over the fact I say the word for. Okay. I'm a little lost there.
I'm guessing she says, "Don't I meant to say
Fur.
fur
Instead
instead
Oh,
of
fur
for?"
instead of
Okay,
far.
gotcha.
Gotcha, gotcha. I should have gone to the next one. Craig, I think I tried to make you a mod. Did it turn you into a mod? It doesn't show any different for me here, but we'll see. We'll just ignore trolls. We just ignore them. I usually this time frame is okay. Oh my gosh, thanks for reasoning about certain songs. Latina, yeah. But that is one thing though that I have heard. Oh yay, there you go, there you go. I asked a question twice. Zane, have you given thought to doing editing for others as a career move? Yes,
I
let's ask that question, Zane.
I currently do edit for someone else. I edit for Jamie at Let's Petite.
He does.
Yes, and
And
I that includes making, like, her thumbnail, like, some I do the editing and then also, like, thumbnail. All she does is film it and upload it, which
and
I
then
think is a big relief for her.
So for her doing that, and as well as Caleb, how long does it take you to edit? Like how many hours?
It depends on the video. So, if it's a quick video, editing, thumbnail process, we're looking at, like, 3 hours, probably, and then if it's a longer video with a lot of, like, pop-ups or whatever, it could be 5, 6 hours. Yeah.
So, those of you who are considering a channel and saying, "It's just a hobby," and those of you who are watching as viewers, and then when we say it's just a hobby, or I'm just doing this as it's a lot of work when you put into
Yes.
it, regardless of what the goal is for the creator. It is a lot of work to do it, unless you just don't do editing at all, or you don't, and you're just popping it in there and letting it be how it is. It is what it is kind of attitude. Um, then there's not much effort that goes into it, but you're looking at hours per video that you're putting in there. You're not just recording it, not just whatever you're pre-buying, whatever you're researching to buy or to video. There's a lot of work that goes into it, so just kind of keep that in mind.
Oh, Birkenboy wants a quote. Oh, okay, okay.
Find him
You
in the
can
Discord.
DM me on the Discord.
See him in the Discord. Yeah. I do have, because I have talked to Zane about it before, but I have a control issue. I Controllers.
Well, it's not, and well, I'm not cheap. I'm not expensive as
Right.
some editors, but I
He's
don't want to be
doable.
like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like bamboozle someone. I'm going to be like, no, it costs X, Y, Z for this reason.
Yeah.
For my experience, I go with, because of my editing experience, I make sure that I'm not nowhere near top of the line editing,
Right.
because the good editors, that's like hundreds of dollars an hour.
Right.
I'm nowhere near that because I know I'm just like primarily self taught. I do have a little formal education in it, but it's just all primarily self taught. A lot of YouTube videos and whatnot.
So what's the difference between editing for Caleb and editing for Jamie, right? Jamie?
Jamie, um, hmm, that's a really good question. What is the difference? Honestly, there's not a big difference. I would say maybe like energy wise, they're two different, they're polar opposite of people
Right. Yeah.
when it comes to like how they present themselves on film. But it's something we've actually talked with. Jamie was like, "You gotta be more energetic. You gotta," and she, I'm currently editing her video for Saturday, and I thought it was really good. And I was like, "Oh wow!" Like it's just like night and day from when I started editing for her back in October.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like night and day. And I think having not to edit has really like taken that stress of, where do I find the time? Like now she's able to enjoy her free time a little bit more with her husband and whatnot.
Oh, that's good. See, at the very beginning, because you weren't ready to take anybody on at the very beginning of my of when I
Correct.
started.
Yep.
Because I did ask Zane,
You
will
did.
you edit? But you weren't ready to take somebody on because you were still involved, doing so much and learning with Caleb. Had had I not started editing and finding out how much that I liked editing,
Oh, good.
I would have just said, "Hey, go, now go ahead and do it." But I like that process. I like the process
Yeah.
of
Well,
editing.
and what I, what was it like one of your first videos we watched, and I saw you had pop ups and sounds, and I looked at Kayla. I'm like, who is she coming over here just already throwing stuff up? I was impressed. I was very happy to see
Well,
that
thank
effort.
you,
That's
thank you.
effort. I know what it looks like on the editing thing, and that's all effort. It's not just.
Right,
It's
there's
not
like
like you just
yeah,
sat and filmed and put it out. I
right.
appreciate the effort.
Thank you. And for somebody that has your eye and that does that, when you say, "Hey, that's good," or "That something's good," it really makes me feel good that like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I learned a valuable
Yep.
tool today." Hi, Smiling Cats Couture. Welcome in. She's got a new channel, y'all. She has a great multicolor
Hmm.
collection. Please go follow her. She has lots of shorts. Go and follow her. I'm trying to get her on my channel to come do be a guest. Try the Discord another chance. It's really fun. Oh, who is that about Discord? Okay, I am not a okay, you have to look at
Birkin Boy
Discord.
hates it. Okay.
I understand Birkin Boy. I had a hard time, and I would tell Zane and Caleb all the time. It's like I'm here, but I don't. It's hard, and now a year later, it's a little bit easier. It's
Well,
kind
when
of
we
like
launched it, I had never really used it. So I was learning along with everyone
with all of us.
else.
But it's
Yeah.
kind of like that the Twitter aspects where you kind of follow along and it's kind of has that vibe
Yes.
to it. So once I kind of grasped my head around that, although I didn't do Twitter either, but I wanted to connect with the people. But there is a way to direct chat, so it makes it a little bit easier. So Birkin Boy, you can call me and I'll help you through it and you can connect with
I
them.
can DM you Birkin Boy. It's no
Okay.
problem. And I
There we go.
actually, Birkin Boy, I don't know if you noticed, but I added you to what's called the Creator Garden on the Discord. And that's just for fellow creators on the YouTube to talk to each other, what they're struggling with. Since you're about to launch your channel, I want to make sure you were included in that. Hey, Blingy
Yes.
Bacon. I didn't see you come in.
I
Welcome in.
didn't. I just saw her name pop up. Hi there, Blingy. How you doing? What time is it for you? It's late or early or something for you. It's late or early or something. Nora LG, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in today. Don't forget to thumb up that live. It really helps push my content out and really helps with the algorithm and YouTube liking me. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Zane, I'm
Hmm.
so not techie from Luxational. Help me, LOL. Let me know your fee. I'm trying to get my channel up. Um, uh, are you on Instagram, Zane? That you
Yeah,
do
I'm Science Boy 27 is my
Science Boy 27. Okay,
yeah, that's me.
that's him. Um, let me see. Oh my goodness, I found all of these messages. Discord is easy. Blingy bacon. Ah, blingy bacon. She finds everything easy. Monarch. Hi, Monarch. Did I say hello? I'm not sure if I said hello. Welcome in.
Oh yeah, hi
Um,
Mark.
So the Discord, for those of you watching the replay, and even those of you who are in the chats with us, is Caleb and Zane. Caleb's channel has a membership,
Yeah,
and you pay a certain amount each month, and you're part of what they call the Safe Space Discord community.
yes. Where
And
you guys all chat about bags, pretty much. You guys are not. You guys go crazy about the bag sometimes too. It's kind of crazy. I
I,
just sometimes I just come in and I just give it a little heart or whatever. I'm just like, okay, here's an
yes,
emoji.
and sometimes I have to turn on my notifications because, especially like, it's I'm going, you hear ding 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 ding, and I'm like,
Yes,
I am trying to record or I'm trying to edit, so
yes,
I
I do
have
the
to
same
turn
thing.
on
I'm
my
like, okay.
yeah. It's like, bye
I just
everybody.
saw Birkin boy. I saw the notification from Instagram.
He just added you on Instagram.
Yes.
So, but yes, so everybody's welcome, and you pay your fee, and you're welcome to come in there as long as you behave yourself. There, I don't think there's been
I don't
anybody
think anyone's ever misbehaved. Yeah.
yeah, had to go on there, and
Mm.
you can chat with each other. You can chat. It's great for fellow content creators. It's also great if you're a viewer and you just want to have a little bit more connection with your content creator, which is Caleb and Zane. So I
Yeah.
highly recommend it. I've been a member since the very beginning, and I don't
Yeah.
foresee myself being gone anytime soon. So I enjoy it.
And there's member meetups.
Yes, member
Um,
meetups in October.
we were disappointed because when we were doing what was it, early access for members to watch videos. What was that in March?
Oh
February, a little bit
yes.
of February, most all of March. And YouTube said it wouldn't like hurt the algorithm or whatever you want to say it is, but whoa, did it do a number? And I was like,
Did
we
it
gotta take
really?
that away. It's
I
not.
was wondering why that stopped because I enjoyed it because it
I
is
know. I
it,
enjoyed it too. I
yeah,
was
it
like,
did coming out when at a good time for me.
yeah, it was just like it made sense to me. I'm like, oh, let's give this to the platinum members, and we enjoyed it. And but then YouTube would not push his video out in front of people, or I think it would also show it to people that had already seen it. So I'm
Right.
like, well, why are we showing it to someone that's already
Some of the same
just
people who
watched it?
right.
Yeah, which hurt you when they don't click on it. So I'm like,
Yep.
take it away until YouTube fixes it. I think it's relatively new, so I
It's a
think
new
that might be
feature
the issue.
for YouTube. Yeah. They got to get the when you do
Some
your
sound.
surveys, make sure you tell them when you get your surveys. Hi Angela, welcome in Angela. How are you doing? Good to see you. Miss you Angela. Lonnie.
Lonnie, hey,
Welcome in, Lonnie. How are you doing? He says, share, support, subscribe, Big Baller Zane.
and
Um,
Dee Dee.
and Dee Dee, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, I tend to leave my name off sometimes. So on your channel, I'm skipping around, so it's probably
You're
driving you
fine.
crazy. But when you do your channel, because you do have a YouTube channel right now, because I connected, right? Is that going to be the channel that you launch
No,
your? No, you're going to do it
this
hosting
is
thrifting.
my personal YouTube channel, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Personal YouTube account. And then the channel that will launch will be the same name as my Twitch account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already claimed the Instagram, the Twitch, the TikTok, the YouTube page of
And all
that
that fun stuff.
channel.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Are we telling now? Are we getting subscribers
No.
now? Or are we waiting?
No, no, no. When it launches, it'll launch. I'm hoping to launch here in a week or so, but
Oh,
on
already?
Twitch.
Yay.
I'm gonna go on Twitch first.
Okay.
And then when I launch my YouTube, it will be like I'll have like 5 or 10 videos in the can, ready to
Oh,
go
good.
pretty much all
Oh,
at
good.
once.
Yeah.
Because we've learned from watching other creators, and we've learned just in general, like the more videos you have at the beginning, like around 5 or 10, it really seems to help because then you have more content for the viewer to watch
Right.
and get to know you.
And they can binge because binge watching is a big
Yes,
thing. So I
YouTube
know
likes that.
yeah, and I do, and I love to binge watch. I love to binge watch. Let me see. Um, so
Oh, thank you, Birkin boy.
wait,
He likes my dry humor. I love dry humor. I love dad jokes. I love dry humor. Yes.
um, let me see. Gosh, we've just been chit chatting, so we went through these really quick, but that's okay.
Oh, we went through all
Um,
your questions.
I'm not sure, did we? What yeah, that one. What part? Tell me about well you explained about your channel concept.
Mm,
And then you'll be launching it here in about a week or so.
yeah.
Um oh, is Caleb gonna help with your channel at all in any
Oh, yeah, I'm
form?
sure he will. I mean, I'll have him listen to make sure. He's really good with cadence and like
Okay.
making sure your pacing is good, making sure that your energy is good. So what was it like when I was rating his bags in a couple of videos ago?
Yes.
Um, that was good practice, and I've definitely improved in front of the camera compared to like a couple of years ago when I did it for the first time, and I was just like, you know, what do I do? Who am I talking to? He's really good at telling you how to communicate to the camera, how to make sure that you understand, like, you have to think that they're right there as you're
Right.
talking.
Exactly. They're here. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was telling Kaz from 5 Foot Nothing. It's like
Yep.
they're right here that,
Yep.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to whoever, it's like you have
Exactly.
to use that imagination and feel that so that the audience can feel that as well too. So I know that Caleb in the past has talked about that your mom has been an influence as far as the loving of the bags and how they bonded over that and everything.
Yep.
So are you on the spectrum, like say 1 to 10 of the spectrum of the bags? Because you said earlier in our conversation that you're just really not into it. You
Mhm.
can kind of appreciate it. What part of the bagness do you like and do you not like?
I definitely wouldn't say I'm like a 1 or anything. I would probably say like a 5, probably in the middle, because I really do appreciate the luxury aspect of these items. I'm just not as moved, I guess,
Gotcha.
by
Okay.
like Louis Vuitton or Hermes. Like, I do remember when I first touched my first Hermes leather, and I was like, okay, there is a difference between this
You
and
get it.
Coach. I feel the difference. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
you
There's a
get
big
it.
difference. I see it. But and I do think there is still quality in like Dooney and Burke, and Coach still has some good quality. But I'm not a 10. I'm not fanatic. I don't go online looking to shop like Caleb does almost all the time.
I know it's hard. It's
But
hard.
he's always showing me stuff. In fact, I mean, people on the Discord may know. I don't know if he'd said or anything, but he just bought a bag from Blingy Bacon that she's bringing in at the meetup. And at first, I was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh my goodness, yes. Winnie B, welcome
Winnie
in. She
B,
says,
welcome in.
Zane, OMG, I love you. Hi, hotness. Her
I blew her
hotness.
mind the other night. I
You
was
did?
able.
What'd you do?
I didn't know this, but she didn't realize, and I don't know if you know this, but you also are. But you guys stream vertically.
Yes.
So that means you go into the shorts aspect of YouTube,
Uh,
and that's why Winnie particularly was getting a lot of trolls, because you're in the shorts feed where there's more people just scrolling and whatnot. Whereas if you're in the horizontal, you're shown to primarily just the people who follow your channel, which is a blessing and a curse. I think being shown vertically puts you in front of more people, so I would definitely keep doing that. I'm actually I tried last week and it didn't work. I'm going to try again tonight. Dual stream on Caleb's channel. Tonight at
oh, wow.
7, like we're going to have the normal horizontal and then one vertical.
One vertical. Well, because I'm using the YouTube platform, and
Yes.
so when you have a guest, you can only film vertically.
Vertically.
So I don't have a choice. But
Yes.
if whenever I stream solo, I do it horizontal for the live, for the
Yep.
live. Because I like how I look. I feel like I look too chubby when I'm in vertical mood than when I'm in horizontal mode. But yeah, so that's hard. But one of the things I have found versus not doing StreamYard or one of the other platforms is one is I do everything off my iPad and my iPhone because I
I was
don't
going to say,
have a
if you don't have a
computer.
computer, it's I wouldn't
Yeah.
mess with those other
Right.
applications.
So I had started because when I was doing I had gotten invited to for there was a rapper who had invited me to go on his channel for a while, and I was he was interviewing me, and he used all these other platforms, and so he was showing me how to do them. And um but it was difficult to try to get them connected with the mobile phones
Yeah.
versus doing it off a computer. So that was the one kind of obstacle. And then the second obstacle was I kind of was being aware is that YouTube kind of pushes that out more because they want you to use their platform. They want you to use their things that they're creating for us as creators. So that's kind of why I've just kind of stuck with it at least until we get a computer maybe next year or something. If
So
we get a computer.
do you do your editing on the iPad?
Mhm.
Oh
I
my
do
gosh.
I do all my filming on the iPhone, and I do my editing on my iPad, yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I'm limited to what I can do, and I use an old, uh I use what do I use? I use,
iMovie?
no,
Oh,
Video Shop.
Video Shop. Okay.
Old, because I when I used to edit our home movies and our family stuff on our computer with iMovie. That's
Yeah.
what
The
the
default thing. Yeah.
yes, yes. And so you could do a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like I knew I could do stuff, but on the iPad and Video Shop, you can't do much. You can't do all of that, or you have to go around it a little bit differently to do it. So it's a little bit harder. It's harder to do it on the iPad because you don't have all the mouse and all that to click on it. But it's working for me so far, so I just kind of go with it for now.
Gotta do it. Yep.
Got to do it. Let's see what are in the chats. Are there any questions? I personally find Zane. Okay, we went through that. Zane, digital girl, welcome in. How you doing? She says, Zane, are you shifting careers to YouTube editor, producer, in addition to your video game content? And I will be your first customer if you do all that.
What was the question? Who said this?
Digital girl from Discord,
Mm.
which I don't
Oh,
want to
okay,
say.
yeah. Shifting
Okay,
careers to YouTube in addition to your I think it would be yeah, I definitely would have it run alongside my
yeah.
side
Actually,
hustle.
yeah. Actually, I want a when you get ready to side hustle. I've talked to Zane. Is I need a what is it? What did I call you? What did I say that I wanted you to do? Manager.
Oh goodness.
I need
I
I
don't
need a
know if I'm ready for
manager.
that part of
I need a manager. I need a manager. A social media manager. There you go. I need a Zane from Caleb and Zane. I need my own Zane. I need my
so
own Zane. I
Craig
tell
asked a question.
where
He's
is
like,
it?
Zane, I was given advice that Instagram is the best method for a thumbnail. Yes or no? Instagram. I don't know how you would create a thumbnail there. I would say Canva. You can use the free
Yeah,
method, and if you want to go further, you can pay for it. The paid version, we do the paid version now. We didn't initially though for like over a year,
yeah.
but
I
yeah.
I use the Canva as well too. And I do the pay version too. I did that probably I would say like 4 months in or so.
Mm.
I started doing that to because the pay version you can get rid of your backgrounds, and that's really the one what I
Oh, I
do
didn't know
with
that
it.
wasn't part of the paid version.
It was
Oh.
not part of the it's not part of the free, it's part of the pay part.
Mm.
That was the only reason that we did it.
And I do it now primarily in Photoshop. I I gave up and I was just like, there's more I want to do that I know I can do in a stronger software. So I did the subscription, I guess, to Photoshop. You used to be able to buy Photoshop,
Yeah.
and they don't do that anymore. They make you pay a monthly fee.
Oh.
Yeah, it's annoying.
They're starting to do all this. Winnie says she uses Movie Maker. Yeah. I've tried to do that. I think Jackie uses that as well too, but it's hard to use all of those on an iPad, on the
No,
iPad.
I would say the iPad is limited, so you
Right.
definitely want to stick with what you're probably using. But if you had a computer, if someone was like, "Oh, what editing software?" but I don't want to spend a lot, I did DaVinci Resolve is a
Okay.
really good editing software, and I think it's free if I remember correctly. I have it. Um, it's a little complicated. It's more advanced than like your Movie Maker, your iMovie, and stuff like that. But it's good. So it's
Good
something
to
I
know.
would definitely recommend. Like if someone's like, "How do I edit? I want to edit on the computer. I would start off with DaVinci and watch videos on how to do XYZ.
Right.
So start basic and just build from there.
Yeah. Once you get comfortable with it, then you can go in and kind of learn. And each video you builds on each video, and it
Exactly.
helps. Yeah, it helps. So yeah, and thumbnails are important. They're more important than
They're the
creating.
most important, actually.
Yeah.
It is the most important thing.
So that's that well really whenever when you had suggested about trying to do something with the background, because I couldn't do anything, or at least I didn't know how to do anything in what I had. So that's why I said, well, let me go ahead and upgrade to it. Upgrade
Oh,
to
okay, I
it.
got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeanette said she filmed a video on my LG G3 and it was awesome. What
Cool.
is that? Is that
I think it's a phone, G3.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max is what I have, and I love it. I mean, it,
We have the 13 Pro Max, both
yeah.
of us. So
I
yeah.
upgraded February of 2020 or January 2023 because I wanted to have good pictures when we went to our
Yeah.
Hawaii trip, and
Ooh.
I was in a 6X phone, an iPhone 6X. Yeah,
Oh, ah.
yeah.
Caleb
Or
was in his iPhone 6 for, I don't know, like 6 or 7 years. Like, it was a long
yeah.
time he had that phone.
Every time I would upgrade the kids or upgrade the husbands, they would always laugh because I said, "No, I don't get it. I don't get it." And if I told everybody, "I'm upgrading this year," nobody gets to upgrade. I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading. But Lexational says, "I have a Samsung S23 Ultra." Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think nowadays they have come so far with the phone technology because they realize that people are wanting to do more with their phones.
Yes.
So if you just want to start off doing it with the phones, I highly recommend it, because then you
Yes.
have your phone and you can just do it. You don't have to carry something, you know, big or something, anything like
Well, I
that.
think phones are good for, like, the vlogging and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I told Caleb, like, I'm like, once we get that money where we can buy a nicer camera for filming, I'm doing it because I personally see a difference. Like, let's see, like people like Cassie Thorpe, she has a really nice Canon, or Alyssa Lenore, she has a really good, I want to say Sony, and I would probably go with Sony. I like Sony a lot as a brand. But there's also good Fujifilm cameras I like. So I'm kind of torn. It's something I would probably mull over for 6 months
Before you decide.
before I did the purchase. Yeah, reviews this, review that, and then the new model will come out. I'm like, do I want the new or the old? That's how I am. I move a
And then
little
you
slow when it comes to that stuff, but it's okay.
struggle with that. So who is quicker to make decisions then? Now that you say that, you or him?
It depends on what it is.
Depends on what it
So
is.
it does depend. So if it's something like, "Hey, can I get this bag?" Well, we always run it by purchases by each
Yes.
other. Doesn't matter the dollar amount. It's like, "Hey," and usually, like, we'll review it. So he'll send me a bag, and I'll look over it, and I'll be honest. I'm like, "Oh, the color doesn't work," or I'm like, "it seems like a good deal." Like, why not? Or sometimes I'll be like, "Ooh, that's not a good deal. We should pass.
We should pass. We should
We
wait.
should pass."
We should wait. Hi, Cami. Welcome in, Cami. I saw say somebody say hello to you. There you are. Hi. Miss Jelly says changing phones is so annoying. I know. I know. Craig
It's pretty
says he
easy
has.
with the iPhone though, but it's still annoying.
It's still annoying. Yeah, and it's gotten a lot easier. Zane, you're a 5 on handbags. Are there other luxury items you have a passion for? Cars, watches, etc. Ask Monarch.
Oh. Well, let's see. I don't have a big passion for. I would say I like luxury clothing. Like I like jeans. I do like jeans a lot. Cars, not a big thing. When I got my third car was my BMW X1, and I was like, okay, I've achieved a childhood dream. I got a black BMW SUV. I'm done. Like I don't care about anything else car wise. Like that was always a dream. I was like, "Oh, I want a BMW." And then what else? No, I'm more of a tech person, so I like my video game systems. I like my TVs. I like my phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a gadgety person, so I don't know if I'm a tech person, but I'm a gadgety person. Like, like I like when the first the Ring doorbell came out, I
Mm,
was like all into that and everything could do. And I was like, I bought them for all around. I have them all around the house, have them everywhere, on the outside and everything. And but I do find my brain, or I don't know if the technology is just getting more advanced or my brain is just getting slower. It's harder for me to catch on to all the new stuff, or it's just I learn something and then boom, something else comes up, and it's just I'm like
yeah.
I'm overloaded.
I
I'm
could see
overloaded.
that. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen to me, but I suspect it will. I'm sure there'll be like weird tech when I'm later in life, and I'll just like, I don't understand what's going on anymore. It used to be so much simpler, but I'm I enjoy tech, like the Ring. We have that too, and I think that's smart that you actually have it in your house because of all your bags and stuff. You want to make sure you keep an eye on that stuff.
Yep. I have it in the front, I have it in the back, I have it
Yep.
inside, and it's like okay. And also too, I use it as a baby monitor when the grandkids were younger,
Yeah.
because they were better quality, and so I'd be in the bedroom and I hear them. I'm like, I don't want to get up. So the
Zoom
grandkids,
in.
yeah, the grandkids is like, what are you doing? And I hid it so they couldn't see it, but eventually they found the little blue light and they're like, there you are, Granny. There you are. So, what clothing do you like most? Like what brands do you like most?
What brands? Well, sports. Like I'm big into sportswear. Like Nike's my top because I do play tennis. Well, it's been over a year since I played last, but I need to get back into it. Let's see. If I was gonna pick, like, I like Target. Um, but if I was gonna pick like luxury, I really like Theory. I like Sandro. Um, those are some big brands I like. For me, that's luxury, anyways, because
Hey,
when something costs like near $100, I'm like, ugh, that's
yes.
luxury.
And to me, luxury is anything you don't need. Anything you don't
Yeah,
need is luxury. So
that's true.
basically, yeah, so it's like a roof over your head, a car to drive back and forth to work. At least in Texas, you need a car to go back and forth to work. We don't have transportation like y'all do. Food on the table and those kind of necessities. Anything above that is luxury. It's you don't have to have it to survive or to live.
Nope. Well, Texas,
But
didn't you guys just have like massive storms in the Dallas area
And
or
they
something?
did, yeah. Candy, Sweet Love LV, she was having some trouble with her live, and I forgot somebody else was saying that they had flooding where they were at, and yeah, it was not good. Hi, Finding Solace, welcome in. How are you doing? I saw a comment. Nora LG says, "I'm so behind. I still enjoy my desktop computer from 2015."
I mean, if it
I was
works, it works.
Yeah, the only reason, like my iPad, I had iPad mini for years that my son gave to me, and the only reason that I got a new one was because it no longer would take the new updates. Like it wouldn't take the YouTube
Yeah.
update or anything like that. So I just use it as a recording. I for a little while I did the side recordings and I did that double recordings that Caleb had said that had mentioned that. But so that's what I kind of used to do that. But that's a little harder to edit. And I was like, "Okay. I'll wait till I'm not so tired." Winnie B gave me a super chat. Oh,
Aw, Winnie. I think I
thank
can like it.
you.
Yes, you can like it now. I saw there's a new feature that you
Yes.
can give it a thumbs up.
Woohoo, Zane. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?
So this is the
You're just
serious
wanting me
question
to
she
say
had
that.
in chat. I kept seeing her saying, I have a serious question.
You
Serious
are
question.
crazy, Winnie B. Winnie B, you're
I
so
just have a
sexy.
dad bod right now. It needs to shrink down a little bit, but it's not bad.
She
It's not bad.
likes the dad bod. Leave her alone.
Ugh.
Um, I had a question and Winnie B just it
Whew.
went out of my mind. I was gonna ask you about oh gosh, what was you saying about thank you, Winnie. Thank you, thank you. That's why you broke my train of thought.
She likes breaking train of thought.
She
Yes,
does, she
she
does.
does.
Finding solace, home, it's a serious question. Uh, Winnie,
I
I
was going to
said,
say, Luxational said I wasn't available. That's right, girl.
yep, he's not available. You
Mm-mm.
can lust all you want. You can lust all you want. Uh I get that blue line that goes across, especially with my phones. Oh, they're talking about tech phones.
Uh,
Uh, Jet yeah, I was resistant for a long time just because you get comfortable with something, but that's also how you stay stagnant in the world, is that if
mm,
you don't change and you don't wanna become stagnant, especially when you're my age, it's like you need to go ahead and stay up with it, but I tell you, iPhone does all this kind of different things, and I was with my grandson, and I said, we were watching our my granddaughter play baseball, and he took a picture, and I don't know what I touched, and apparently I made a sticker, and I was like,
yep,
"What's this?" Because it started floating. I went, "What did I do? I broke my
yep.
phone." He says, "No, Granny, you made a sticker. It's because you did this, and yeah." So I tried to do it at home later to send one to him, and I couldn't do it. I had to call him saying, "How do I do the sticker again?"
Well, I always
So
say Google. I always Google
Google,
things when
yeah.
I'm trying to like. My mom will be like, "How do I do this? How do I do that?" I mean, I've made the stickers. I just don't use them that much. But like, all you have to do is hold down a photo, and it
And then it right,
highlights it. Yeah,
right, yeah, and that's what I thought, like, it started doing that zigzag, and I thought, "I broke the phone."
broke my phone.
I did. He's like, "No, Granny, you're making a sticker," and I was like, "Well, what does it do?" He goes, "You can send it to people, you can put it on different
Yep,
stuff, so it's
it's
just like
basically
a
like your own
sticker."
emoji.
Exactly, exactly, and I thought, "Oh,
Yes.
that's cool, I like that." Um, Let me go here. So the question that I always ask everybody, which I pretty sure I have the grasp on this one, but are you an introvert or are you an extrovert?
Oh, I'm an introvert for
You're
sure.
an introvert. Yeah.
100. Always have been. I remember when I was little, I would hide behind my mom when she was talking to someone, so I've always been super shy, super introverted. I prefer to be in a room by myself a lot of the times. But that's the good thing about Caleb. He is an introvert, but I would say he's probably a little bit more extroverted than I am. But I think it
Right.
comes at times too, where
Yeah.
one of the others like more willing to go out than the other, and it kind of helps balance us out.
Get you out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also too probably depends on the situation and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I didn't realize how many people were introverts until probably like TikTok and people were talking about their social battery. I'm like, oh, so I'm not alone in this whole dilemma. That's good to know.
No, no. Yeah. No, yeah. I know my husband was actually just describing to our son because we had we were just all talking, and my son my son and I are full blown extroverts. My
Okay.
daughter is kind of in between, it depends on her mood, but she's more extrovert than she is introvert. But my husband was telling them, sometimes you think I'm in a bad mood, sometimes you think that I'm not engaging. It's not, it's just you have to realize that it is hard for me to do those kinds of things, especially when he comes back home from work or he's doing stuff. He says it's just not in me,
Yeah, like
so
the battery's done. And
exactly,
it's
exactly.
something you don't, it's a weird feeling and you can actually feel it physically. You're
You
just like,
can.
I'm done.
I'm
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he thrived during the pandemic. I, like, about crashed and burned during the pandemic. He was all like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Please let me
Well, see, the
out."
pandemic didn't do anything. I still had to drive to the hospital. So I was
Oh,
still working. There
so
was
you
no change in my routine,
in your
except the
routine.
drive was much easier.
'Cause there was
But
not a lot of traffic,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Well, and I had such a small circle anyway to begin with, so whenever I couldn't even see my family, my son, my grandson, my daughter-in-law, my
it was a lot.
fortunately, my daughter was living here with us, so that wasn't so bad, but them, it was like, I was like, "You know what? Just kill m" I can't say that, but just, you know what, me now, because I was like, I was done. I couldn't take it. But, I do remember what I was gonna say because you were talking about I was connecting the tech part of you, and you were talking about what parts of the bags that you like, that
Mm,
you look more at the so to me I was thinking you look more at the tech part of the bags, like the leather, like what it's made from, versus where Caleb gets that and we get that passion from that. So I
yeah.
was just kind of saying, is that kind of a correct assessment when you look at the bags?
I mean, I look at the quality. I want to make sure
Right,
it's
the
well
quality.
made. I look at stitching, but we do that too when let's say we're at TJ Maxx or something. We look at the stitching. We look at to make sure there's no holes. Like I don't care where I'm at. I always make sure that when I'm looking at something, it looks well made. That's
Right.
become something really important, especially this year. We've made it a goal to buy stuff that maybe costs a little bit more money to initially, but it's well made and it's gonna last a long time compared to going with the cheaper route that's
Right.
gonna just fall apart maybe within a year or 2.
And yeah, and you should do that now while you don't have any other kind of dependency on you,
True.
because because I know, and that's kind of like for us it's kind of flip-flop, because it was like, okay, whatever I can buy for $5, let's get that. Whereas now that we're empty nesters a little bit, it makes a difference. You do what you need to do for the
Yeah.
season of the period you're in. So do you find that when Caleb gets all excited about something, does he overlook stuff that maybe you catch in
It's possible. He is pretty thorough though when it comes to looking at his
Yeah, I
bags and
can see
stuff.
that. Yeah.
I can usually tell if it's a lost cause for me to even fight him, like, based on the excitement and the energy I'm getting for him, like, so when he got that Ricky, I was like, I knew. It was one of those like, "Okay, I know.
Off the bat, yeah.
Let me double check to make sure everything's good," but I was like, I knew I was not gonna have a say on it, you know?
Well, I wanna talk a little bit, more, for we have just a little bit of time left, but I wanna talk a little bit more about your upcoming channel and,
Okay.
the what it is that you're gonna be offering, and just explain to us, especially those who just came on and those who are on the replay, a little bit more about what the channel's gonna be.
So my Twitch channel will primarily be me streaming video games that are primarily retro. So we're talking about like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, the older systems. But I'll also have like horror games because I do enjoy the good scare games.
Oh.
There'll be the occasional tennis game because yes, I do play the tennis games as well. But then my YouTube channel will have the replay of those games, yes. Like, that's easy content, I don't have to do much at all, if anything, to it, just upload it. But it'll also have, more deep dives into a particular game maybe or a particular genre. Just depends on what is interesting me. The creators I look towards, there's a couple creators like Metal Jesus Rocks. He's a big YouTuber, he's almost at 1,000,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's been doing it since, I wanna say like 15 years now or something, for almost the original amount of time YouTube existed. And, like, he'll go to conventions and vlog about that or show us kinda like what you guys do, like what I got, like he'll show
Yeah.
us games, but he'll also do deeper dives into the game, like what he thinks of the game, or he'll review tech correlating to whatever game system it's going to.
And that's what I was gonna ask you, because as a granny, and my husband he's not, he used to be a big gamer, but he's got so much stress at work that it's not something that attracts him anymore. So he's just not into that. So now when I have to do gifts for the grandkids and stuff, am I going to be able to find tips and tricks and what's the latest game or what's the update or what's the new gadget? Are you going to be telling us things like that, or
Like a gift guide? Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely
okay.
do a gift guide for the holidays. I think those are always helpful for any category, be it bags or for video games. Um, for those people that don't, there's people that I think miss playing video games. Like, who are you just saying that used to play video games but
My
doesn't play any?
husband, my husband.
So he actually might enjoy Twitch because then he can
Can
watch
you
people play
explain
old games that he used to play.
what Twitch is?
Yeah, it's a streaming service, and, they're kinda what made YouTube start streaming. People just set up and they usually show their video game as well, whatever game they're playing,
Uh-huh.
and usually no, not usually. They might have a camera of them, they might not, you might just hear their voice. That could be whatever they chose to do to represent that stream. Uh, but yeah, they just play video games, and you can just search the game you're interested in and see if anyone's currently playing it live or if there's old videos, because usually the old streams will stay up for a while, so you can watch that. So if your husband was like, man, I don't know, I'm assuming he was a big into Nintendo or
Yeah.
Atari, and
Yeah.
there's a whole retro community out there that is very vibrant and alive. So it'll be nice to and cool to join them and learn from them. But
I mean,
retro is not the only aspect when it comes
yeah.
to video games that I like.
It's all the new stuff.
It's a big part, but I do like a lot of like current games and stuff. So I'm not going to limit myself. to to that just that one
one
box.
genre you're gonna open
Yeah,
up.
I'm
I
just
did
gonna be me, and if someone wants to watch, they can watch.
I did see a question come through. Finding Solace says, Zane, I know you just did the top 5 faves uh but from Caleb's collection. Which
Hmm.
is your favorite? Oh, I guess overall I think she's talking about overall favorites. Your
Oh, what's my favorite bag from his collection? Ooh, I always feel like I have to say Birkin or Kelly. I would probably go with Kelly just because 'cause I'm a Kelly
No, no.
girl.
No, go what is your favorite?
I've
Not
always liked the Kelly.
do you like the Kelly?
I've
Okay.
always liked the Kelly. I just like the design of it. I think it's clean and simple. Now, if you got a Chanel this year, that might become the favorite because I've always liked
You've always
Chanel.
liked Chanel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're pushing for the Chanel as the next bag,
I
huh?
have been. I told him I was like he was, like, thinking about getting another quota bag, and I was like, "Okay, you can get another quota bag if you want, but or you can get 2 bags for the price of 1." And I was like, "You can get a nice Chanel, you can get a" what other brands was he looking at? Jesus. Chanel. Oh, he's looking at another Ralph Lauren Ricky. He really wants an
Yeah.
alligator Ralph Lauren Ricky. I
That
guess
alligator,
it's
I know,
become an
yes.
obsession. It's
It become an
crazy.
obsession.
He just bought a Ricky from Blingy Bacon. It's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I wonder oh, no, that's not the one. No, uh, it was a different one. I
I'm
can't
sure
remember.
people on the Discord would know.
Yes, yeah. I know which one that I was thinking about. Finding Solace says another morbid day was a big gamer and now she does coach collections. She's awesome.
Oh, really?
So she switched over.
Oh,
Birkin
cool.
Birkin Boy says Travis says I need to add TikTok and Snapchat and Twitch. I can't. One more platform and I'll lose my mind.
You, I mean,
I
you
know.
don't have to do Snapchat. I would claim your title, like your name on there, but you don't have to do it. That's really geared towards the young people. It's harder to get into that, I would say, if you're a millennial or older. So, but I have heard that Snapchat pays the most for its
Oh,
content
really?
creators. Yes.
When he's talking about because you're talking about the gaming, we went to go troll. We were going to troll the trolls, and we went. It was her, myself, and Ed, and we went to go troll. He ended up being a little kid. I mean, he was like 14, and because when he says, "Dee Dee, do you remember the kid that we trolled?" We couldn't be mean to him because he's
Most
just
of the trolls are kids. That's the thing. They're
and he
young
was like,
boys that are just being
yeah.
teenagers usually, you know what I mean?
And he was like, his mom was talking to him or something when he was hollering at his mom. And then he said something to his friends. He's like, Winnie B's on here. We got to keep it cool or something like that. And I
That's
was like, oh my gosh.
hilarious.
I was like, yeah, I go, I feel like a creeper, y'all. I'm getting off now. Oh, yeah. So I'm actually excited about the gaming stuff. I like to watch. I always like to watch my husband. I played like we have those tall they're electronic games now, but they have the old stuff in. I have the one Zoom Zoom, what is it called? Well, it's Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man's one of them, but
Oh, like a
Millipede and Centipede are my
so you have
favorites.
like a arcade? Like
Yeah,
little
yeah,
arcade things? Yeah.
yeah, but it's tall. It's like, it's like my height, 5 feet or something like that,
So it's actually the like legit height ones, like the
Yeah,
original. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. So we
Okay.
got 2 of them during the lockdown.
Yeah.
It was
A
our
lot of
turn.
people were buying crap. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. So we
Game
had fun.
systems like disappeared. Yeah.
Exactly. I know. Brockstar says Taku is
Oh,
going to hate that he's
oh
missing
hey,
this.
Brockstar.
He came in earlier. He's been kind of quiet. Hi, Brockstar. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so let's see. Travis is a huge gamer. I can do enough to get by, Birkin Boy. Yeah. My grandson always wants me to play, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to learn some stuff so that I can play with him. Cause
Oh,
I'm like,
I would just play, and he'll teach you. The kid will teach you how to play.
no, I want to learn so I can go on there and surprise him and beat him.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, you have to Google then and watch how to play that one game. Whatever game he's playing. I'm assuming it's like
I have no
Minecraft or
idea.
something.
Yeah, it's Minecraft. Yeah, it's Minecraft. I think that's what he's on. And then he also does
There's no beating in that game. You can't beat him.
oh, you can't beat that one.
No.
He also does the other one that they made the movie on the show on Halo, not Halo. Well, Halo he plays Halo too, but
Halo.
Is that the
Yeah.
one that there's a series
The
on?
shooting?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
I
I
remember I
did.
played that with my nephew when he was much younger. He would beat me, and I'd be like, I'm not good at shooter games, so
I'm
that's
not
all you
good at
get."
shooter games.
I'm not really good at shooter games, no. Caleb, surprisingly, is pretty good at shooter games.
Is he?
It's something we've discovered.
It's fun. It's fun in the alternate world.
Yes.
Okay, so when he says she has a Switch, but she wants to buy the original NES again. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Um, Brock starts telling hello to Winnie. Um, I think we are at the hour mark. Finding Solace says,
You're
let's
70 minutes in.
we are. We're over. Oh, but you're also counting the 15 we
Does it
had
count
before.
the pre-show, the
Yeah,
pre-talk? Okay, I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So that does that. So, but that's okay. I want to thank you very, very much for being on here. I
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
enjoyed getting to know you, and definitely somehow get to us. So, because since you're going to launch the Twitch, make sure you let us know how to get on there, what to download, so that we can at
Yeah,
least follow you. So you can at least get followers. Maybe we won't go
yeah.
on there, but at least we can be your followers or whatever they call them over there, and let us know so that we can support you just like you support us, because we definitely want to give back to everything that you have done, Zane, because
Oh,
you have
thank you.
been, without you, it's evident that there wouldn't be a Caleb, because you do all the behind scenes and everything. And, he would do it, but it'd be a struggle.
It
It'd
would be
be
a
a
struggle.
struggle.
Exactly. That's exactly what he would say. It would be a struggle.
It'd be a struggle. And believe me, it's like that learning curve is hard. That
Oh
learning
yeah.
curve is hard. All right, Zane, go ahead and say your goodbyes, and then you just X out when you're ready.
X out when I'm ready. All right. Well, that's it, guys. I'll see you all tonight at 7, I
Yes.
believe. But make sure you go to Dee Dee's Live with Rael at 5 p.m. Central. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, Dee Dee. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Welcome. Thank you. I'm honored for you to be on here.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Boop.
Yay! Hi, Bean Beauties. Wasn't that great? See what I tell you. You never know what you're gonna find on Dee Dee Bean's channel. We had not only luxury talk, not only bag talk, but we had gamer talk. We had gamer talk. Yeah. This granny needs to up her gamer game, and so I really am looking forward to Zane's launching of his channels. I'm probably gonna wait for the channel. I don't know what Twitch is. I don't know what Twitch is. That's a new one on me. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to find it. So I'm only gonna download it for him and follow him, and then I'll just close it and never use it again. So I'll wait till he relaunches on YouTube on there. So whenever he does, I'll go ahead and let y'all know, and help y'all out so that y'all can find him. He will be on tonight. He does lives with Caleb on Thursday nights, so you'll get to see him on Thursday nights when they do their lives. Right now, they're doing every week during the summer, and then the fall they kind of cut back in the fall. Zane, oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. You welcome, Zane. You welcome. Hi, Veronica. Yay! I guess I missed you, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I need to try to go pop dinner in the oven, and so that my husband has something to eat while I am talking to Rael. Rael, I will see you at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. So don't forget, you can go into my channel, go into the live section. If you go into the live section of my channel, you have all the upcoming lives. Click into there, please, and then click the notification bells. Then you'll be assured to get that notification 30 minutes before, and then you'll also get that once we launch. Otherwise, it's hit and miss with with YouTube. All righty, everybody. Thank you, Bean Beauties. Love y'all. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.